In this video, we'll be refilling the transmission fluid in my 1995 Suzuki Cappuccino. This is the EA11R. I don't know if the 21R is going to be different, but if the garage looks like a mess, if you're watching the oil leak part 2 or maybe part 3, I haven't decided yet. We're in the middle of doing that right now. So we just put the transmission back in. Just kind of show you how things are down here. There is a shielding that goes between the exhaust and the bottom of the carriage of the vehicle. That has to be off already. Garen's saying that his car didn't have one on it, mine did. So if you see a piece of shielding down there, that will have to come off. Let me clamber down there and I'll show you where the fill plug and drain plug are. All right, so I got this Valvoline synthetic 75W90 SAE gear oil. I got this flex pouch because I figured this would be a lot easier than some stiff bottle. But as I look down there, I don't think there's enough room underneath the Cappuccino to get this guy down there with any sort of leverage. So I made this nifty hose that I am going to feed down through the engine bay. And since I've got Santa's little helper here, one of us will be up top squeezing the bottle and the other one will be down there filling up the actual gearbox. You need 1.1 of these if I remember correctly. So I bought 2 of these guys. And basically you just keep filling it up until it starts overflowing. It's nothing fancy. Just keep filling it up till you start getting ooze. Okay, and if you didn't know, you can just use a 3/8 inch socket wrench. That fits perfectly in there. I'm tightening this because I've already drained it. We had the transmission out in this other video we were making. Made more sense just to drain the transmission while it was out. So it's already empty, but you would basically do this in reverse. So take this loose, drain it, and then you would go about filling it. One piece of advice, always try to take your fill plug out first, then take out your drain plug, just in case for some reason you can't get the fill plug out. You don't already have your transmission drained, because then you can't drive it to the mechanic who's going to do the job for you. And I'm getting this good tight. Probably should put Loctite on this. Probably. Gear oil's about $40. So I'm going to take the gamble and say that it's not going to leak. But if you're going to go ahead and take this out, just get some Loctite and put that on there. All right, so that fill plug is tight. I've got to take the, that drain plug is tight. I've got to take the fill plug out now, and then we're going to start filling it up with oil. All right, one other cool thing, in case you don't know, on most of your plugs, not on this one, but it was on the drain plug, manufacturers will put little magnets on the back of these. And the reason for that is if you have metal shavings inside of your oil, the metal shavings would stick to that plug and it would kind of let you know you've got a problem. I know for sure my oil plug is that way, and then the drain plug was that way. The fill plug, not so much, because I guess that sits at the top of the reservoir. So while you're doing this, take a look at your plugs. If you see lots of big metal shavings, you might have some problems. But little metal shavings, maybe the size of glitter, unless you got a lot of it, not really a problem. There's always going to be a little bit inside of your engine or in your trans. So now I got that plug out. We're going to start filling. All right, so Garen has passed. Don't start squeezing this shit yet. All right, so Garen has put the hose down here. I'm going to get it into position, kind of over the clutch thing. And I'm going to get the hose back in there. So I'm in whenever you're ready. And we're pretty much just going to dump that entire bag in here. Ready? And whenever you are. I'm going to move the camera and or my fragile eyes so that way I don't get oil in them. All right, so we're doing this again. We took the other extension off because the transmission, the hoses where they were meeting didn't quite work, and it leaked transmission fluid all over my face and floor. So we're going to try again with just the short hose, and he's going to hold it kind of here in the wheel well.
All right, so it goes in up there.
Trying this again. Yes. So I'm in, and then Garen.
Squeeze it?
Yeah, I guess. I'm no expert.
All right, just make sure it's in there.
It's probably in there.
All right, here we go.
Just waiting for this to explode oil everywhere. So just with positive pressure from the bag. Feels like this is working. What size would you say this hose is? 1/4 inch?
Yeah, probably.
There's a 1/4 inch hose on there. I mean, maybe if you got the bag kind of like where my hand is, it would fit. I don't know. I mean, this isn't rocket science. Just get fluid into the transmission however you really want to. Doesn't matter, but we're going to keep doing this.
I don't think we need a ton.
All right, just reloaded the bag, and we're getting ready for the next one. So what we're looking for is just a little bit of oil to start dripping out of the fill hole. And we don't think we're going to need very much.
Here we go. Do light pressure.
Any day now. Give it some gas, man.
Giving it gas.
It's only $20 a bag.
Only.
There we go. Yeah. So he's had a bead drip out. Probably would have been smart for me to have a towel or something underneath this. Pull the hose out. And you take that, and I will go ahead and put the fill plug in. So no way for me to film this and not get my camera super gross, but basically I'm just gonna reach up there, put the fill plug back in, and then do some minor cleanup. But that is pretty much it. Changing your transmission fluids, super, super simple. It's not something we have to do all that often, but you know, if you don't know when the last time it was done, you know, if you just imported your car or bought your car, it doesn't hurt. Spend $40, get the transmission fluid, and just go ahead and do it. Pretty easy. Till next time.